Okay, well, this is something a little bit different. This is going to be a timing belt change on a 2015 uh, Golf Sportwagon TDI. It has had the uh, diesel exhaust issue addressed, all the mandatory recalls on it. I can't really complain. It's been a really reliable car, knock on wood. We're at 190,000 miles on it. Mechanically, can't really complain. Not much has gone wrong with it, once again, knock on wood. But I am about 60,000 miles over the interval for the timing belt change. So, hence, I have not been driving it. I've tried to minimize how much I've been driving it lately. So now this first video is just going to be kind of figuring out what I need to get out of the way in order to get to the timing belt. And once I get into it, it shouldn't be that bad. I've got all the tools I need. I've done this before on a 2006 1.9 liter TDI, which was a bulletproof motor. I mean, I sometimes regret getting rid of the old pump deuce, but I was to the point where it was cosmetic stuff that was annoying me, and it had 297,000 miles on it, so I was ready to move on. Plus, the technology in it was pretty old, so now we're on to the 2015, which at least has Bluetooth connectivity. So, what I'm looking at is the fuel filter canister is going to have to come out. And I think from watching a Jetta TDI change, I can, once I release the couple bolts here and here, and the fuel lines that are back here, looks like it's just a clamp. You pinch two square pins on it, and it should quick disconnect. I can flip the fuel filter housing up and lay it on top of the head and the fuel pump, I think that is, or the intake manifold. And from there, I think the overflow tank can stay where it is. I'll have to disconnect the lines from it so I can get those out of the way. What concerns me is I'm pretty sure this is the urea injection pump, because I'm pretty sure that's the particulate filter and the post-combustion chamber. You might notice all this crystal on here. Yeah, I don't think that is supposed to be there. You can see that's all urea, so I think that is leaking from somewhere. So looks like I'm gonna put some time tonight into checking the forums to see what I need to do to fix that part of it. But that will come out. It's a simple clamp. I was going to pull it out anyway because to get the cover off, it's got to come out. There's also some urea cooling lines here and here that will have to be loosened, freed up, and moved out of the way so I can get to it. But once we're through that, it honestly doesn't look too bad. I know I'll have to disconnect the engine mount here. Not a big deal. I've got bolts for that. I bought the kit on idparts.com, which is a great site for diesel-related stuff. And then the right front tire will have to come out, and I'll have to pull the wheel well liner so I can access. There's another, I think, bolt that is you access through a hole to finally free all of the engine mount. And then I think we're home free after that. Everything else looks to be pretty well separated from the front of the engine over here. So yeah, really the only concern is this urea pump, or this urea injector. I got to figure that out. So I might be something, but it's lasted this long. We're at 190,000 miles, and if it's got that kind of buildup, it's still working. Haven't had any issues with it, so that kind of wiggles a little bit, so that's probably not the best. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So tomorrow, after work, we start tearing into this. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Thanks.